little spark of good in him. So he will have 49 days after his death to be put in a special unit. While still on earth, he did some quiet charity and some other good deeds.
Много не бухай, наркотики не употребляй, баб не насилуй, да? Не бедокурим, значит, и не грабь, не воруй. Давайте прекратим эти бесконечные истории о том, какие они, блядь, обосранные трусы, как они все разбегаются. Они не разбегаются, они воюют, они стоят, блядь, насмерть там, где это нужно стоять, и ведут себя абсолютно достойно. Война была нужна не для того, чтобы вернуть в наше лоно российских граждан, и не для того, чтобы демилитаризировать и денацифицировать Украину.
И нашим решением развернуться были два важнейших фактора. Первый фактор – это то, что мы не хотели пролить русскую кровь. Второй фактор – мы шли для демонстрации своего протеста, а не для свержения власти в стране.
It's not freedom and the lovely mansion or paradise. It's in hell still, but he's not punished or judged yet. Mainly because there are many people who are waiting trial for different reasons. So he is still in the state of so-called limbo, waiting for trial. He still has 43 more days until he really gets the verdict from the court in the netherworld. 49 days is for any complaint, any appeal, or any prayers for that particular person who just left the physical world. Any person has 49 days of chances to better his, her lot. 49 days is only for those who have no merit or are deemed to be fit in hell. The people with great merit, virtuous lifestyle, while they were still living, or they have a master, will go to heaven. Those who have a master, the master will come and get them at the time of their departure. If you have a master, then he will come to get you at the time of departure, and you will go with him to whatever level you earn on earth. And of course, it depends on what level your master has attained. You should find a master. Please check out if they are worthy of your trust first. In India, it's tradition that you should have a master. Anyone who doesn't have a master, other people tend to look down upon them. The master is one who has enough power to liberate you from the circle of life and death forever, and gives you the proof of their power at the time of acceptance. So you study well before you pick out one for yourself. My best of luck wishes to all of you for your peace, happiness, and liberation. May God bless you so. Now, if all of you really like him, love him, or feel sorry for him, please pray for him.
Who knew Wagner mercenaries had a heart? But the death of Yevgeny Prigozhin and his comrade Dmitry Utkin has cut them deep. They laid red carnations outside the Wagner headquarters in St. Petersburg, where Prigozhin grew up.
It feels like losing a father. He was everything to us. We were always waiting for a word from him. Our Uncle Zhenya.
Within 49 days, if you find good people, or you find goodness and love in your heart to pray for anybody who you know, that person will be helped. Maybe not a lot because of his bad karma, but it helps somehow. Well, you can try and hope. With God's grace, who knows? At least he will not be punished so severely. If he will be punished by the verdict, then he will be chased day and night, every nanosecond of his life in hell by people who shoot him, who stab him, who cut his limbs and all that. Everywhere he goes. He doesn't have to be in one place. He can run forever, but he can never hide. And people whom he has been involved in killing, maiming, or hurting in any way will have the right to chase him and punish him forever like that. I did not want to talk about this, but I toss and turn and I don't have the heart to just keep quiet. So please, do what you can to pray for him, help him. Put some of his possessions or all of his possessions into charitable work to help others, especially the victims of the war. Then maybe that will balance out a little bit of what he has done. Even though his heart did not want to kill people, he had to because of the influence of Putin's and the Kremlin's demons, big demons, and also because of his position. They asked him for something and he was just maybe too clever, and he knew how to make a strategy for them, so they kept pushing him to give more and more advice. That's how the war kept getting bigger and bigger. And he devoted himself to his boss for whatever cost for his country. But he died tragically, horribly, from the betrayal of the one that he trusted. So this is a terrible, terrible thing that happened to somebody who was just being loyal and devoted to his boss and his country. In a way, his tragic death should be a wake-up call to all of the Russian, military leaders and their soldiers, because he's not the only one that died like that. The Kremlin has killed numerous of them already. Some you know, some you don't. So many generals died mysteriously. So many rich persons who have helped contribute to the Kremlin and Russia have died mysteriously, and this will continue as long as the Kremlin still has some power. And how many beautiful, handsome young men and young women already died in Ukraine for the cause that they did not really want to support. How many people have been jailed already in Russia because of protesting the war. It's not that the whole world protests the war in Ukraine, protests the unjustified Russian war in Ukraine, but the Russian people themselves also know that it's not good at all. Either they fled, they protested, or they are jailed, or they are poisoned, or they are killed, or they are pushed off many-story buildings, or even died just in the sea, or from a boat, or from an airplane, or from hotel room, or from anywhere at all. Even in their gym. So now, I don't know how the Kremlin has still such a grip on the people of Russia due to an iron fist policy or something, or also the force of demons, of Maya. Now we have less and less already, but still there are some powerful enemies of heavens and of the people here on the planet is still existing in human form. That is a big hurdle for any of us who want to create peace and a vegan paradise on the planet. To help us to live in harmony, happiness, guilt-free, happy conscience, and contented lives with everything we need that God has provided since the time that we know. It is also a big hurdle for me and my peace troops. I have many peace troops, not just one. One of them is executed by some of my senior disciples, and many more are in different categories and different functions, either created or already existing. It's a big hurdle for me that humans have not cooperated in creating a vegan paradise world for all to live in. The killing karma of animal people, millions even every hour, is a big obstacle for me and my peace troops. But what more can I do? Yeah, what can I do in a world where a good leader such as President Trump is still persecuted in lengthy legal court cases for anything at all, from false accusations to whatever can be fabricated or imagined, etc., to hurt the man, to hinder him in the political arena, just to trample upon a good person, to grab more power for themselves. I keep telling everyone, doesn't look like many listen. I'm very sad, very sad. I did not want to interfere anymore. But my heart just cannot bear it. I just don't have the heart to ignore your plight and the plight of the suffering in an agonizing situation like the animal people and the forest trees. Some are so ancient and so beneficial to our world and are still being killed, cut down, murdered, or tortured every day. All of the beings on this planet. It's like cutting my heart. I'm just doing my best and praying for all of you that you will wake up and trying to eliminate as many demons as possible by making peace with them if they do want, or like defeat them or corner them somewhere. Still, the karma of humans is the biggest ever hurdle in my work. Although I have the support of all heavens, saints and sages, and all the spiritual and vegan people, the karma of humans has accumulated from so long we cannot remember. And it is a big mountain to climb. I just hope that you really realize that saving the animal people from death and agonizing torture daily is to save your soul and your relatives, your friends, and all your loved ones. I just hope that somehow God will grace you to realize that, and you should stop eating that bloody flesh of another living being. You cannot take a life to keep your life. As you sow, so shall you reap. Even if you have had enough merits from past lives or for doing some charitable work, the debt, the blood debt, you still must pay. Maybe less or more according to your merit as well, of course. But pay you must, either now or in the hereafter life. Nothing escapes from the justice of the universe, of the lower universe. Only if you can lift yourself up above the lower universe, like the disciples of masters in the past and present, then you will be free. After you leave this world, you will be free forever.
Russia, go home.
A plant-based diet definitely can improve our health. Our diet must be vegan, free from milk and eggs. We should live on plants well nourished by the sun and the moon, the resulting essence being fine grains, seeds, coarse cereals, vegetables, and fruits. These are what we should eat. These are a gift from God and have no side effects. Lee Cheng-shaw, vegan.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
It's not about giving up a piece of land. I told you in the beginning already. What is a piece of land or many pieces of land anyway? It's just how the person who occupies it will treat it and treat the beings who live in it. Russia has been harassing, warring, and oppressing Ukraine for many decades, not just this time, and killing millions of people by starving them to death, by driving them out of their land to some remote and bitterly cold weather without any instruments for them to do anything to survive as well.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Latvia is one of them. Latvia, Section 230 of the Criminal Law. In Latvia, the cruel treatments of animal people can be punished by a fine or up to 5 years incarceration. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses, no more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
Courteous viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled Wake Up Call for World Leaders to Eliminate War in Ukraine or Ukraine, Part 1 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is The Light of Wisdom from Rumi's Masnavi, The Lion and the Creatures, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. Wishing you happy days filled with moments of rest and rejuvenation.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.